you scrub lords, and welcome to Steel Beasts. Steel Beasts is going to be something that's brand new for the channel, and it's going to be coming in sort of every now and then down the line as I get more experience with it. For those of you guys who do not know what Steel Beasts is basically the DCS of tanks, specifically modern combat vehicles. So, current day combat vehicles, at least those that they can get their hands on. So we've got a lot of vehicles in here like M1A2 Abrams, M1A1 Abrams, Challenger 2, the Leopard 2A4, 2A5, Leopard 1A5, and a bunch of others, including a few IFEs, M2 Bradley, and several different versions of, say, the CV90. Most of them with completely modeled interiors as well. I believe the Challenger 2, as far as I know, does not have a modeled interior because I think that's still classified. This is definitely something completely different from War Thunder. Yes, it involves tanks. Yes, it involves vehicles that we know. But again, this is a simulator. This is not a game like War Thunder. And like DCS is a simulator for aircraft, this is not something that you can just download, jump in, and expect to know everything and just play away. It's one of those things that you have to sit down and you actually have to learn each individual vehicle if you want to operate it to the highest level possible. And it's going to take some time commitment in order to get good at them. For example, there are at least 10 different tutorials on the gunnery system alone for the M1A2 Abrams because it has a very advanced fire control system, if not one of the best fire control systems in the world. In addition to that, it's got a fully modeled interior. Most of the vehicles do. Like I said, Challenger 1, not Challenger 1. Challenger 1 isn't actually in this, by the way. Challenger 2 does not. However, the M1A2 and the M1A1 both have their respective fire control systems. Obviously, the A2 is a little bit better, and it accounts for a little bit more than the A1, but that's a video for another day. However, there are a couple of basics that I do want to cover as well here. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of questions about this program. First of all, does it cost anything? Is it free to play? Yes, it does, and it costs quite a bit, unfortunately. The only reason I was able to get my hands on this copy was because somebody very, very generously donated about $130 in order for me to pick this up for a one-time purchase. Basically, when you purchase this off of their website, they will send you a code meter, like a physical code thing, it's kind of similar to the keychain codes that they would send you back in the WoW days, a long time ago before two-factor authentication was really a thing. So they will send you this code meter as well as a 1-month sort of, not necessarily a trial period, but a complimentary 1-month license, so that way you can actually play the game right off the bat while you're waiting for your code meter to arrive. Once you have that, you basically go through the process of activating your license, and once you have done that for your PC, then you get unlimited access to Steel Beasts forever. However, there is one other option if you are considering purchasing this. You can purchase monthly subscriptions. And the monthly subscriptions are not all that expensive. It's about $8 for a 1-month subscription. You can get up to, I think, a 6-month subscription. And these subscription licenses are all digital, so you don't have to order any physical dongle. They basically just give you a temporary license. You go through the process of activating it for your PC after downloading the game, and you have it for that period of time. And every day it counts down, it will let you know how many days you have left on that license. So if you don't have that kind of money laying around, but you definitely want to give it a try, you can still try it out for a month for about $8. So it's not free, but it's not crazy expensive it's not as expensive as investing over $100 worth to get something that you may not actually like. So if you're considering this, I recommend doing that first and then coming back. And if you are satisfied with it and want to know more and want to do more with it in the future, go ahead and purchase yourself the one-time purchase deal. In addition to that, there is multiplayer, there is PvP, and there is PvE. It's kind of like Arma 3 in that sense, and all of the vehicles in the game are multi-crew. So you can be a driver, a gunner, or a commander. So going into this, I knew that I was going to need a little bit of help, so who better to ask for help with a potentially complex fire control system than somebody who's used it. So I called up Panther AI, who is a retired master gunner for an M1A2 Abrams. He served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and a little bit afterwards, and he has some actual combat experience using the M1A2 Abrams, and so who better to teach me how to use this thing, somebody who's never used something this complicated before as far as tanks are concerned. So, as a result, this video is going to focus on the learning how to properly lead using the fire control system on the M1A2 Abrams, and it's startlingly easy, actually. And it's also extremely effective, and it also makes you realize, geez, if this thing was implemented as it is here in Steel Beast in War Thunder, oh boy. The Russian stabilization systems are alright, but the fire control systems is really what makes vehicles like the M1 Abrams so deadly. Like I've said in my other videos on the M1 Abrams, the M1 Abrams may not be the best in its field, in one specific field. It may not have the best armor, the best mobility, the best firepower, but it's pretty darn close to the best. And in the fire control system, it probably does have the best. So, actually, before we jump right into it, one last thing. Panther was really, really quiet in this recording, simply because I was doing my stream at the time, and I didn't bump him up until way later in the stream, so I have bumped up his volume where I can, and provided some subtitles here and there. However, I haven't been able to get all of it, so just bear with me on that one, and in the future, when I get some fresh recordings, I will make sure to adjust for that. Anyways, this next drill will sort of display what it can do. So enjoy. Cytec X52. This is the most use my Cytec has gotten in the last 2 years.
I got a Thrustmaster Warthog HOTAS system.
Oh, that'll work great.
I bought it like 2 years ago. I haven't used it once.
This will work great for that, man. Because they recommend a joystick for gunning. I think we're ready to go here. Let me just double check I haven't missed anything here in the briefing. Reticle and target, fire the gun, then dump the lead. So M1A2 tankers will also tell you to laze and blaze. To fire quickly after lasing to reduce the chance that the target's range has changed when you pull the trigger. Sure, that makes sense. Not a vital procedure on the M1A2, unlike the M1A and the A1. It's still good practice to dump the lead before moving on to another target. Right, that makes sense. The number of moving targets that you can practice on. If you can know more about the M1A2's reticle and GPS, they behave as they do. Otherwise, press the start button. Okay, cool. Alright, so...
In theory, you should be able to, because the Cadillac basically is a flight field. It's just only in one direction or the other.
So I'm just going to take a look around here for you, Panther, and hopefully my track IR will not freak the fuck out. You can see...
That's not too shabby.
Yeah. I mean, of course, this is... Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, let's go into the primary site. Oops. And we will switch over to the joystick. And so, here is a... EMD, I think?
Yep. Heard him.
And... on the way. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a lot. So it looks like you're going to have to put the crosshair on the target itself.
Yeah, and you're getting multiple returns.
Oh, I see, and it's already trying to computate the lead for me.
Oh. Look over your rank number, you see that line?
Yep.
That means you're getting full returns on the laser. So when the laser hits something, it's hitting at multiple things, and it's
yeah.
Multiple rank.
There we go. Oh, they've even got the, I like how they got even the braking of the turret.
Yep. It's really... Everybody keeps thinking that, it takes a moment for the turret to stabilize. It's amazing how quick it is to move. It just chops through the freaking computer. Nice shooting.
And then we still gotta get this BRDM. Oh, bastard. Oh, right over his head. Nailed him.
Yeah, I'm watching the delayed stream here, so I just saw that pop a moment ago. That's the way to do it.
And that guy's turret went into outer space. Emergency turret ejection system, people. It works even better here.
Pretty much.
Holy shit,
yeah,
that thing would
turrets do
fucking
fly that high.
What,
This
another
is-
C-72 just turned into Sputnik?
And just for kicks, we'll just shoot this BMP again. Give them the good news. And there goes his turret. Alright, let's just zoom out here and double check and see if there's any more targets. Nope, looks like we finished it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching that drill and getting an idea of just how accurate the M1A2's gunnery system is and the and how good the fire control system is, even though I suck at it. So I'm just going to require a little bit more practice, put some more time in, and eventually I will get proficient with this, and it's just a matter of time. So without further ado, this has been Many Miles Away. Keep your tracks checked, keep your bonnets in place, keep around in the tube, and I will see you guys in the next video.